Hello everybody, Joshua Stopper here back with another video to you guys another mall tour today. Today we're going to be exploring a mall that might be closing and possibly demolished very soon. This is the Plymouth Meeting Mall, just outside of Norristown, Pennsylvania. Not far from Philadelphia. So let's go inside and see what this place has to offer. Now right away, the interior design of this mall is kind of reminding me of Exton Square a little bit. Similar floors and similar ceilings. And I hear the fountain running. Yes, that's what I want to see. We'll see that in a minute. Okay, where do we come in at? Is that the upper? Yeah, upper level here. We came in by Dave & Buster's. Yep, you are here. Okay, this is where Strawberry and Clothier used to be. It's now Burlington Coat Factory, Edge Fitness, and Michael's Arts and Crafts, and Dick's Sporting Goods. Downstairs, there's a Whole Foods Market. Outside, there's Legoland Discovery Center, which I assume is similar to what they have at Mall of America. And Boscov's is still here. Surprise, surprise. Boscov's never dies. So, let's see what we got here. For a long time, this mall was owned by Pennsylvania Real Estate Investment Trust, PREIT, like PREIT. Just like Exton Square. And there's the fountain. Beautiful. I wonder if it still changes patterns like it used to, or if it just sprays everything all the time now. Well, maybe not, because I see a few little nozzles down there that are not doing anything at the moment. See right down there, those are turned off. Or if they'll put those on later. Oh, there's some in the middle as well. It's a noisy fountain, but it's still a fun one to look at. And look at this! The Strawbridge and Clothier seal of confidence is still here. The classic Strawbridge's logo. Burlington Coat Factory saved that, just like the one at the Gallery at Market East, which is now the Fashion District at 8th and Market. Alright, so this is the inside of the Burlington Coat Factory at Plymouth Meeting Mall. This is where Strawbridge's used to be. Very different kind of ceiling here, because this was an old 1960s department store. It used to be 3 floors. But they changed almost everything here. You got your typical Burlington floors. I can't help but wonder, though, where the escalators used to be. Were they around here somewhere, possibly? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think we'd be able to get to the skylights on the 3rd floor anymore. Let alone the elevator. So I guess Edge Fitness you have to go outside to get into, perhaps? There's no entrance there. Or there. It's interesting how along the sides they just got all these high windows there instead of skylights on the roof. But look at these. I believe they're original from the 1960s. Yeah, this is one of the oldest fully enclosed malls in the Philadelphia metro region. That is beautiful. I wish I could remember what this fountain looked like when I first came in, if it had this exact same pattern or if it changed. Boscov's, Miller's Ale House, AMC, and Michael's. Very nice neon sign there. Hey, the children's place is still here. Cool. So yeah, it's got a fair amount of empty spaces, but it's not totally dead yet. So I wonder, they were talking about turning this into some kind of sports complex. Does that mean they're just going to replace the storefronts with sports stuff and keep the interior hallway, or are they going to gut out the entire place and turn the thing into some big stadium? But either way, we gotta appreciate this interior while we can. Look at these palm trees. These are incredible. And see how those things going over the storefronts have those waves there? I like this design. Very nice. Sola Salon, Whole Foods Market, Dick's Sporting Goods. And now let's ride the elevator at Plymouth Meeting Mall. It's not a glass one. This is very basic. This mall no longer has a food court, but they do have a Chick-fil-A restaurant over there. Hope this elevator ain't too busy. I believe that sign's been there since the 90s. Oh, little ding there, that's different. Okay. Ooh, lovely colors. Help. Ooh, it's kind of dark. It's an old Dover. Are those Dover buttons? It's got that 90s Dover buzz. Where else are you going to find malls with this many palm trees in Pennsylvania? Legoland, the ultimate indoor Lego playground. And they even have a carousel here, just like Park City used to have. I don't think the one at Park City was that big, though. That one's like 2 stories. Isn't this lovely? Okay, so there kind of is a food court. It only has like 2 vendors, but they moved all our seating out here in the middle of the mall to make room for the Lego place. And here we come to the Boscov's, and it's still a neon Boscov's from the 90s. I believe the store was originally Lit Brothers, and then it became something else. I forget what it was then. But I think I'll put this Boscov's in a separate video, because I know you guys enjoy my Boscov's tours. So I'm going to cut here and do another introduction. And for you guys watching this particular video, I'll just continue the mall tour. But right now I'm going to do a Boscov's tour. Here we go. So yeah, this mall still has a fair amount of action. Like, as you can hear, there's tons of children laughing and playing down there by the Boscov's. And they still have the carousel here. Not many people using the carousel these days, but I did get to see it run, so that was cool. And the fountain's still here. Actually, it sounds a little bit quieter now. I wonder if they changed patterns to just something calmer. I'll go see. I think it did change and I missed it. Possibly. If they do redevelop this into like an outdoor mall, I hope they at least take this fountain and just make it an outdoor fountain. I don't think that would be too hard. Just put a cover over it during the demolition and save it. That's what I would do. Yeah, I imagine kids love this mall. They got the playground, they got the carousel, they got the fountain. You got Dave and Buster's right there. They got the Lego place. See, the problem with this mall is that it's so close to King of Prussia. I would think that the locals would prefer this one better because it's not as busy. But unfortunately, a lot of stores had left. Like, there used to be H&M and everything here. There's still Bath & Body Works over there. And a few other things. I should keep track of how high it's going. I'm not gonna lie, I can sit here and watch this all day. So yeah, Plymouth Meeting is a much smaller mall than some of the other malls in the area. But it's not as big as King of Prussia or Willow Grove Park or Franklin Mills. But it's been around since the 60s and closed, so it does have a long history, and it's kind of made it this far. I don't know how much longer it's going to last and how much they're going to save or how much they're going to get rid of, but I like it the way it is. It could use a few more filled vacancies, but it's got a lot of potential. It's got a good Boscov, it's got the Whole Foods Market, it's got Burlington and Dick's Sporting Goods now. And of course, the big fan favorite is this fountain here. You've got to appreciate these gems while you still can. This is absolutely lovely. Out of all the mall fountains in Pennsylvania, I'd say this one is probably the finest one right now. If they get rid of it, I don't know which one would come second, but this one is definitely top-notch. Alright, so this is the inside of Dick's Sporting Goods. I can tell you right now, the escalators used to be right there, because that's where they filled the ceiling in. You got the new ceiling there, and the old ceiling down that way. Now, this is Michael's Arts and Crafts. They took part of the downstairs of the Strawbridge building, but they also added a little extension to it. See there? They put some extra square footage on it for part of the Michael's and the new restaurants that are along the side down here. I really wish they would have found a way to connect the Michael's to the inside of the mall, because I just like the concept of a arts and crafts store inside a mall, because at Laurel Mall in Hazleton, they used to have Ben Franklin Crafts. And for a while there, the Susquehanna Valley Mall also had a Joanne Fabric inside. In fact, a bunch of malls did back in the day. So there's the outdoor section of the mall. And there's Whole Foods Market over there. This Whole Foods Market has an underground parking garage here. And check this out. They got escalators, stairs, elevator, and a cart ramp coming back down to the garage. How about that? Let's check out this elevator here. Looks like a Schindler. That fountain's not the only thing spraying water in this mall. Yeah, I came here at a good time. It's definitely time for lunch. Now I wonder, are these flowers always here, or do they decorate this place for springtime? It sure is beautiful either way. I'll even got a bow at the big shop. Wow, that's nice. Alright, here's the elevator at Whole Foods Market, Plymouth Meeting Mall, the one that goes up to the rooftop seating area. I'll show you then what I'm eating here. Alright, so I got a tropical mango electrolyte refresher, definitely need that. And here, oh shucks, I didn't get silverware, but they have some over there, okay. I've got some greens, some tomatoes and broccoli, and underneath the veggies there's meatloaf, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, all kinds of good stuff. It looks delicious. Also overlooking the carousel, there's a little mini food court upstairs with Dairy Queen and Totally Twisted Pretzels. Just this little seating area right in the middle there. Geez, I wonder how many birds have sat on that thing. I just saw a bird flying around a minute ago, actually. I'll find out once I edit this, but I just want to ask you, can you hear me in any of these shots by the fountain? I hope so. Anyway, this concludes our tour of Plymouth Meeting Mall. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you next time with another mall tour soon. In fact, later today, I'm going to check out Willow Grove Park, so be sure to keep your eyes open for that one. See you next time.